Are you guys ready to go on an adventure? Last year, I took 2 sailing courses in hopes that one day I would be at this point, going on a 3-day cruising trip. We're gonna be sleeping on the boat. We're gonna be docking out in Rockport and just having this amazing adventure. These are the J24s I was sailing on last year. This year we're gonna be on Camilla. She's a 2017 Beneteau 36.7, equipped with a mainsail, 100% jib, and asymmetrical spinnaker, a fridge, stove, plenty of storage space, and even a CD player. How lucky. The crew and I spent some time stocking the kitchen and filling the cupboards. I was a little late arriving, so the crew picked my bunk for me. The 4-berth. I'm not sure why they decided the smallest guy should have the biggest room. Maybe it's because it's where the boat rocks the most, or maybe because it's right next to the head. We did a thorough inspection of all our lines, shackles, and winches, and shortly thereafter cast off and said goodbye to Boston. The crew right here. We're leaving Boston. As we sailed out of the harbor, it was as if my temporary concerns began to melt away. I took my turn at the helm until it started getting chilly, so I dipped below to layer up. It's getting pretty cold out there as the sun went down, so I'm gonna get some warm clothes on. Oh my gosh! Oh my! Is this normal? Oh my god. Okay, we need to go on deck and see what's happening. I know you guys can't see anything right now, but I'm at the bow of the ship, the front of the ship. These 4-foot waves are just crushing us. Oh my gosh, I almost got soaked. Let's just say you gain an appreciation for Mother Nature out here. Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna survive this.
Good morning. It's Saturday. There's frost on my window, but the sun's out. So let's go start our morning. Wow.
It was a beautiful morning, and we took some time to check out our surroundings. I sent the drone up while Terry made some breakfast, and we swapped sailing stories for a bit. They were just as epic as you could imagine. We mapped out our route to Gloucester, and before getting underway, we decided to have some fun. We checked out the mooring fields in Salem, Massachusetts, home of the famous witch hunts, and Mr. Krabs. We did some anchor practice, soaked up the sun, and pointed our sails towards Gloucester. We sailed into Manchester by the sea and were greeted by a dramatic view of private beaches and enormous estates.
So much to live for, so much to learn.
I couldn't help pulling up Redfin and seeing how expensive they were. $13 million, $18 million, $24 million? We sailed all day and learned a lot of new lessons. Heaving to, reefing, understanding our instruments, noting our location, and charting our course.
Live your dreams or lose control.
We just went through a channel. Terry just got us through. No problem. It's Memorial Day weekend. Everyone's having a good time. Couldn't be happier. The sight of Rockport was a bit of a relief. I forgot what it was like to be on solid ground. Exploration of this quaint little New England town was absolutely fantastic. As the sun was setting, people were happy. We went to dinner. It was just a night that I will never forget. A perfect day for sailing. One day left. Really bummed that it's kind of starting to wind down. Just absolutely have enjoyed this experience. Ooh. Oh, good morning, little loon. Sunday morning here in Rockport. Last day on the boat. And then I'll be certified 104. I'm excited about it. 37 miles to Boston. We're doing it in one shot. You ready to go sailing?
I painted the walls with your gray ring.
We set off due south to find some good wind. 4 miles offshore, we trimmed the sails at 270 degrees and took a straight shot back to Beantown. I was so lucky to spend hours sailing next to these people. They were so passionate about the sport. They were so meticulous about charting our course, taking the wheel and hearing stories of the rich history of sailing around Boston, getting a little bit of a sunburn, and just relaxing on the open ocean.
And I'm willing to change.
Coming back into the harbor was magical. It was like everything was fresh and new again. It welcomed us back with open arms, like it had for centuries of sailors before us. Truly, in my humble opinion, this is the greatest city in the world. In the end, this was a truly fantastic and unique experience. The Boston Sailing Center took me from being afraid to even step on a sailboat to participating in overnight charters and beginning to navigate my own path. I now have all the skills I need to take off to my next big adventure.
Willing to change, I just don't know how. But I hit rock bottom, so I'll start right now. I said I'm willing to change, I just don't know